Hey guys, welcome back to Daily Thoughts. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit that bell so that you are notified of all my upcoming content. Today, my Daily Thoughts is on grief. So now let's get into my Daily Thoughts. Grief. Grief is the response to loss, particularly to the loss of someone or some living thing that has died, to which a bond or affection has formed. Although conventionally focused on the emotional response to losing, grief also has physical, cognitive, behavior, social, cultural, spiritual, and physiological dimensions. There are generally 5 stages when dealing with the grieving process. They are the following. Denial. Denial is the first of the stages of grief. It helps us to survive the loss. In this stage, the world becomes meaningless and overwhelming. Life makes no sense. We are in a state of shock and denial. We go numb. Anger. Anger is unnecessary for the healing process. Be willing to feel your anger even though it may seem endless. Bargaining. Bargaining is a temporary truce. We become lost in a maze of if only or what if statements. We want to go back in time. We want life to return to how it was. We want our loved one restored. The bargaining phase goes hand in hand with guilt, and this can be the most difficult aspect of grief for many of us. If you find yourself in this stage of grief, try to be gentle with yourself. You are not to blame for your loved one's death. Depression. The depressive stage feels as though it will last forever. It is an appropriate response to a great loss. We withdraw from life. Depression after a loss is too often seen as unnatural, something that you should snap out of. Acceptance. Acceptance is often confused with the notion of being all right or okay with what happened. This is not the case. Most don't ever feel okay or all right. This stage is about accepting the reality and recognizing this new reality is the permanent reality. Grief can affect you physically. It can increase inflammation, which can worsen health problems you already have and can cause new ones. It batters the immune system, leaving you depleted and vulnerable to infection. The heartbreak of grief can increase blood pressure and the risk of blood clots. In my own situation, in grieving the loss of my mother, I lost over 20 pounds, which I have not fully regained to this day. While grief will impact your mental health in some way, typically as time passes, an individual will be able to accept the loss and move on with their life. Someone who is dealing with chronic grief will experience increased pain over time and may develop a mental illness. The key to understanding grief is realizing that no one experiences grief the same way. Grief is very personal, and you may feel some things different every time. You may need several weeks, or grief may be several years. I hope that today's daily thoughts in regards to grief have been helpful to you. Please leave me comments down in the comment section and let me know what you think about today's daily thoughts. As always, I have left additional information in the description of today's video. I will, of course, see you guys tomorrow with more daily thoughts. Until then, I offer you peace and blessings from the West Side. Please follow me on all my other social media. And until tomorrow, with more daily thoughts, I'm out. Peace!